Hello, good evening, everyone. We welcome you on behalf of GG Ghaziabad and GG Surat for yet another exciting session, and that is on Google Forms. So many of you must be wondering that what Google Form is used for. So let me just apprise you, and our friend Panna ma'am is also here. Hello, Panna ma'am. Can you hear me? Good evening, Panna ma'am. So I think there is some technical issue, and she will get back to us while we start our session for today, which is on Google Forms, as I was talking about, and also how you can generate auto certificates using Google Forms. So, during the pandemic, we all have seen that how Google Forms came to our rescue, whether it was taking the assessments or we had to gather any data from students, parents, teachers, from our colleagues. Google Forms was a big relief to all of us. And it has not only helped us in collecting of data, but also it helped in staying connected with each other, which was a really important feature of Google Forms. And that is what I thought of coming on this session about Google Forms on today, special day, that is the World Environment Day. Because when we talk about environment, we always talk about using less paper, generating less of waste, being responsible while our production and consumption is there. So that is really important. And that is how Google Form also helps us to reduce our paper usage, especially when generating the quizzes or survey forms, or we have to take some poll, we have to take some ideas, generate thoughts, take the feedback of people. So initially, before COVID, we all the work we used to do it on paper. But now, when we talk about save environment, and today is a very special day, and everyone is talking about the saving environment, how we can save Earth because we have only one planet. We do not have other planet to go. So Google Forms is also one tool which you can bring into your life, your classroom, and save lot of paper, and hence you can protect environment. You can protect trees from being depleted. So today we are going to talk about how you can use Google Forms to generate survey, quizzes, polls, and also when you have to generate certificates for people, for participants, for your students, for your colleagues. If you are a school leader, you have to generate certificate for your teachers. So now nothing has to be done with hand, or you do not have to go to any printing agency to get it done. You can do it yourself, and without any hassle, without going into much coding and into much kind of computerized language. If you don't know Python and all that, you don't have to worry about it. So let me share my screen, and we will go to the session today, which is a very exciting topic, that how we can use the Google form to generate certificates. This is our session about, and I'm going to present my screen, and let us get started. This is my team of GG Ghaziabad and GG Surat. Both my colleagues, Miss Mukta Sablok and Miss Panna Gandhi, they could not be present today due to their some other family commitments. So I, on behalf of GG Ghaziabad and GG Surat, I'm the co-leader of GG Ghaziabad, Sumedha Sodhi, and I welcome you all for this session on Google Forms and integrating another Google tool, you can say add-on tool, which is the Certify. So on the World Environment Day, first I would like to welcome you, that you have taken a one step forward in your life to save environment, and how we are going to go paperless. This is what we are going to see today. So what are the learning outcomes? Let us see. With this session, we are going to build familiarity with the Google Forms. We will see how you can develop ability to navigate the interface to create exciting quizzes, learn about the unique features of Google Forms, You can auto generate certificates and reward cards for your students, colleagues, and participants. But why use Google Form? Let us first discuss it, because it is easy to access. It is very, very simple to customize and download. It is packed with some amazing interactive fun features. It is a reservoir to all your quiz, assessments, surveys, data, packed with exciting features and ads on. It help you maintain records with lot of ease, and automatically your entire data gets saved in the Excel sheet. You can easily accessible all the data by the students, participants, without sending separate emails to them, or without downloading their data one by one in your system and then putting everything in the Google Drive, which is a very, very cumbersome task which teachers had to go through. Being a teacher myself, I know how Google Form have saved lot of time and energy that we used to spend earlier in gathering data from students and parents and other colleagues. As a teacher, what benefit it is going to give you? You can auto grade your assessments, your multiple tests that you take, your formative assessment, your summative assessment. You can auto grade the entire quiz or the test. Answer validation can also be inserted in Google Form. If you want, the child should know that why the answer is wrong and what is the correct answer. You can also use the feature of answer validation with Google Forms. You can assign marks to your questions, provide feedback on individual question to your students. You can collect data on a spreadsheet, or which is also called a Google Sheet, which can be used to take the entire documentation, which is going to help you throughout the year, throughout the session. You can share reward cards, or the certificates, as we say, or the gift cards to boost motivation, and it will act as a positive reinforcement for your students. So, without wasting much time, let's do hands on practice on Google Forms. So, the first step you have to do is, either you can go to the Google Omni box and you can type there Google Forms. This is one way of going to Google Forms. Or you can also go to Google Forms using your Gmail ID. And here you see these 9 dots, which is all the menu bars there. You can go to your drive, and from the drive you can go to these 9 dots again, and here you can search for Google Forms. So you will see the Google Forms feature will help you, and you can also go to the Google Forms using the Omni box. So here I have entered my Google Forms. Here you can see there is a icon. This is a purple page icon with three horizontal lines and 3 dots. This is the icon of Google Forms. You can remember it like this. And here are some templates also. If you want some ready-made templates for the quiz or the survey to be created, like there is an exciting party invite already being created by Google for all of us. So let us see this. So this is a beautiful Google form which is already being created. This is asking questions like, what is your name? Can you attend the party or not? How many of you are attending? Because we have to do arrangements for our guests. So we want to know how many guests will be coming. What you will be bringing, like it is a get together and you have divided the entire menu amongst your participants, so everyone can decide what all to bring, and you can do a potluck like kind of fun. So this Google form is already designed, so I just wanted to show you the sample of what kind of templates are available. But what if we want to create a blank Google form for our students? So I will click here on this plus sign, which is a blank form, and I want to make this quiz a auto graded quiz where students will be able to see their marks, and also my participants will be able to generate certificates for the participants, which is automatic. I don't have to create for every single participant on my own. My target is that the Google should create the certificate and it should be mailed to the participants. So for that, I will be requiring one add-on. So first, let us see what are these add-ons. So here you can see this first icon that you see on the top. Here, if I hover over it, it is saying add-ons. So I can click on this add-on and see there is already a add-on in my system, Certify, which is a certificate generating app. But if you do not have this add-on, then you have to download this add-on. So how you will download this? You will go to these three dots here, and these three dots, you will see there is the last option saying add-ons. So once I click on this option, add-ons, the entire Google Workplace Marketplace will open up, which will have all the kind of add-ons which I can download. And here you have to search for this, as you will type CERT and Certify M as you click on it. So this is the first one that you see, Certify M, the Glida Software LLC. So this kind of icon you have to choose from the Google Workplace Market. And since it is already installed on my system, it is saying installed. Otherwise, you have the option of installing it. You have to install the particular add-on. So once you install it, then you will see this kind of add-on sign appearing on your Google form, and the name of the add-on will appear here. I have one more add-on, Timer plus Proctor, but today, in today's session, we are only going to talk about how you can generate certificates for your quizzes. So this is the first step you have to do. And then I have to create a form. So let me name my form first. So let us create a quiz today, since it is World Environment Day quiz. So let us create that quiz because it is World Environment Day today. So let us do something exciting. So World Environment Day quiz we are creating. And here, as I click, it will automatically, the artificial intelligence will auto detect the name of the quiz, since I have already typed here. So it has automatically taken here. And now I will go to my add-on and click on Certify. So right now it is not showing anything. So maybe my internet is little slow. I have to keep on trying and trying again and again. So by the time, let us develop the quiz and then we will see what we can do to automatically create certificates. So here, World Environment Day quiz, I'm going to create a quiz here. So I will write a small description. I will write this quiz is created for students of whichever class you can write, class 6 to 10th, on or to be completed as part of World Environment Day celebrations. So I have just written a small description. It is your wish if you want to write something, or if you don't want to write anything, you can also leave it blank. And right now my form is collecting the emails. So I want my emails to be collected. And here I have to mention the first question. So I want to write the full name of my student. So it will automatically, it has changed to short answer. So what are the different type of questions which are available? Let me show you. You have short answer questions. You can give paragraph type questions in Google form. You can add multiple choice question. You can give check boxes type question. You can give any file uploading questions. You can give some kind of scaling that needs to be done, that if you are taking a feedback from the students about your class, or feedback about any workshop, you can use the linear scale option and ask people to rate the session on a scale of 1 to 5 or 1 to 10. That is what the linear scale option is used for. Another type of questions that you can insert is the multiple choice grid. So you can also give a table based question or a multiple choice grid based question where one option has multiple choices in the horizontal and the vertical manner. Like you can see, these nine dots are there. And similarly, these questions can also be inserted as the check box grid type of questions. You can also ask for the date of that particular session or the webinar which the people have attended, and even the time. So these are the different kind of questions which can be inserted while you are creating your Google form. And this these options, let us explore this also. This first option is, when I hover over it, it is giving me what this is used for. So this is used for adding the next question. So once I am ready with the first question, I have to click here to get the next question added. This is the option if I have to import questions. So if I click here, it will give me the option of, if you want to import the questions from any other form which you have already created, then I can also use this option, import questions. This is for adding the title and description to my question. If you want to add any further description of the question or add any title to that particular question, you can use this option. You can also give students some image based question, like in CBSE. Nowadays we talk a lot about picture based question or source based questions. So you can upload images, and on the basis of the image you can download the image from NCRT or CBSE websites related to the content. Or if it is a open quiz like we are creating on World Environment Day, we can take a picture from Google or any other source and then create a question. And it will boost up a lot of critical thinking and problem solving and all the 21st century skills that we talk about. We can use the images to answer certain questions in the quiz. Another important feature that we have here is add video. So if you want your students to answer the quiz after watching a particular video, so you can also add video over here. So once you click here, you will have the option of adding a YouTube video, which is a very, very powerful feature. You can search for the video by writing your keywords, or you can add the URL, the link of the video. If you already have the link, you can add the URL, and that video will be inserted in the Google form. And after watching the video, then students will answer the quiz or the question. So this really work well as a flipped classroom technique also, which can be used in the classroom. And this last option which you see here, this is for adding sections. So if you want to add a question, and then on the basis of that question only, for example in English, this can be very, very useful, where we have one comprehension, and on the basis of comprehension you have 5 6 questions. So on the basis of that comprehension, child is supposed to do the next subsequent question. So here you can use this option to create sections or add sections to one question. So here that feature becomes really important. So I have told you about what kind of questions we have, this entire group. Then I have told you what these features are useful for. Now let us see these three icons that we see here. This first icon is the duplicate icon. So once I clicked on it, my question has got duplicated automatically. The first question was full name, and another question has automatically become full name because I clicked on this duplicate option. But if I don't wanted this question to be duplicated, or by mistake I have added, so here is this dustbin bin option which I can use to delete this question. And here you see there is a button which is saying required. So required, if I will click here, it will turn into purple color or any other color theme which you have chosen for your form. So if I click add, click here, and it will darken, it will become bright. So it means without answering this question I cannot submit my form, because sometimes it happens in a hurry. our students do not answer a particular question, or doesn't write the name or class and section, or participants have forgotten to answer certain question. They wanted to do it, but somehow they have missed it, and that was really important. So we should always make such questions as required. With that, without answering these questions, the participants will not be able to submit. But in certain questions where you want, whether they answer or not, it hardly makes a difference. You can switch it off. It is an optional one. If you want them to answer, then you should make it required. If you do not want them to answer compulsorily, you can switch it off. And these three dots, if you see, you can also add description to your question if you want to add some guidelines for students. And if you want to give the response validation or the answer validation, as I was talking about when we were introducing the session to you, that you want to tell the child that why this answer is wrong, while the child has been marked 0 over there. You want to give the correct answer also to your child, for making the child prepare the test again or do the practice or revision at home. You can use the response validation option and give the proper validation of why that particular answer has been marked as wrong. So these are some good options that you see here on the first page of your Google form. These are the questions that we are going to add here. We will see the responses. Right now, nobody has responded to this quiz because it is in the making stage. So it is showing 0 responses. Now, there are also some settings that need to be done. So if you want to make a quiz, you have to go to the settings button and choose this first option, which says make this a quiz. So I right now by default it is off. It is not on. I have to go to the settings menu and I have to switch it on. So once I switch it on, it will show me all the controls that I have. Making this a quiz, I will be able to appoint values like marks to my questions. I will be able to set answer to my question. I will be able to provide feedback for my question. Then the releasing of grades, it is in my control whether I want children to see the answers immediately. My participants will be able to see the answers immediately after their submission. They will be able to see their grades, or I want to first read their answers in case of you're asking for the short answers or paragraph type answer. You will expect to read it once because you cannot give the answer feedback for all the subjective questions. So if you are making a subjective question paper, then you have to choose this option that after manual review, the grades will be released to the child. And here are some few options that you can go through. Any missed questions, respondents can see which questions were answered incorrectly. Yes, I want them to see. Respondent can see correct answers after grades. Yes, I want them to see. It is clicked on. Respondents will be able to see how much points or marks they have got. Yes, I want them to see. So this is on. And what default question point value, how many, for how much marks one question weightage you want to give. So I am going to set it for 1 mark, that I want to give this quiz for 1 mark each, or you can make it 2 marks each as you wish. Manage your responses, how they're collected and protected. Yes, I want to collect the email addresses. Do you want to send a copy of this answers to your participants? Right now it is off, but you can also switch it on, or you can always choose the option when requested. If the participants want the copy of their responses, then I will click when requested. And if you want that, no, all the answers should be there with the children at any point of time. If they say that our answer was right and teacher, the Google form has not given us marks, so you must have a proof of all the answers. So you can always choose the option always. Then you can also choose that do you want the person should be able to do this quiz only once. then you have to limit it to one response. If you allow children to do it multiple times because you are just making them revise the chapter, your intention is not assessment, but you want to do a recap of the concepts, so you can choose to you should choose to multiple response. If you want the assessment has to be done only once, then you can switch it on to limit to only one response, otherwise you can switch it off. So these are few settings that we have done. Now let us go to the questions, and let me see if my certify controls are working right now or not. So right now also my certify controls are not working. So by the time, let us add the questions and then we will see again. So I'm going to add my next question. Now I am doing this quiz and I want the full name to be given. And second question I am writing as the class and section, where the child is going to mention class and section. Or if you are making it this quiz not for students or for participants, right now for example I'm sharing this quiz with you, so I will need your name or your school name. I will be requiring that which school you are working in. Maybe you can ask this question to your participants. And third question, you can ask about the first question for the quiz. So right now I have just kept the question with me so that we can save on some time. So I'm going to copy paste these questions here in the Google form. So my first question is, on which day the World Environment Day is observed on? So and I want to make it as a multiple choice question. So I have to type the options also, and these are the options which are already there with me. I just will copy and paste it just to save time. So you can also copy paste your questions from the Word doc. So right now I have given four options to my participants, and now I have to choose the correct answer also. So here is an option of answer key where I have to click on, and I have to choose the correct answer. So the correct answer is 5th June. I have to choose the correct answer, and once it is done, I don't want to add any answer feedback. If you want to add the answer feedback, you have to click on this option, and here you have to enter your feedback that why this is the correct answer. Or you can also give a link to any article or any kind of document which you want the students to go through, or any video can also be attached to justify that why this answer is correct or incorrect. You can give justification for either incorrect or correct answer, and then simply click on save. So I have added my first question successfully, and I will click on done. So my first question is added, and I will make it mandatory. So it is a required question. I cannot, I don't want people to submit this quiz without answering this question. So this is the first question I have added successfully. Now, this was the option to click the next question, add question. So I will click on add question option. And here I have the option of adding my second question. So I will go to my doc and I will see what is the second question I have prepared. What is the theme of World Environment Day 2022? I want participants to answer what is the theme of this year's World Environment Day. And here also I want to make it a multiple choice question only. So I have the options with me. I will choose copy and paste my options. So this is my second question that I have added successfully. Now I have to choose the correct answer, because the certificate, the Google form is going to give 2 points to the correct answer. So I have to choose the correct answer here. So the theme for this particular year, we have to choose only one earth is the theme of this year. So this is done. My second question is added successfully. And I'm also making this a required question. Now I will again click on my third question, and go to my Google Doc, where I have added my next question. Who wrote the World Environment Day anthem? This is the next question I want to add in my Google form, and I will copy and paste. It's quite simple. We already have so many worksheets which we prepare on Google Doc, so it is easy to convert your Google Doc into a Google form without much hassle. You just have to simply copy and paste. So here I am copying the options. So these are my answer options. I will simply control C, and I will simply come here and control V to copy and paste my answer options. And now I will go to my answer key and choose the correct answer so that the students are able to get the right weightage for their answer. And this is how I have added my next question. Now let us add one more question from our Google Doc. The next question: what is the World Environment Day anthem called? So I'm going to copy this question and go to my Google form and add my next question. And here, if you want, you can give the question as a short answer or a paragraph right or a drop down, so where children have to choose it, or you can go for multiple choice question only. So since multiple choice questions are more familiar with the students and teachers, so you can choose the multiple choice only for all the questions. Simply copy it, and here once you come, you have to paste the questions, and then you have to go to answer key and choose the correct answer and click on done and make it a required question. And let us add one more question now. Again, I will go to my Google Doc and I will add this question: who started this World Environment Day? How it started celebrating? So we can add this question also for our participants. And these are the options. I will copy these questions and go to my Google Doc, Google Form, sorry. And here I will copy the questions, and here I will come back again and paste my questions. And then I will choose my answer, UN General Assembly, and done, and I make it a required question. Now, if you want to add any image question, so you can go to this image option as I told you, and you can go to Google image search, and you can search for some environment day posters, since we are creating a quiz on World Environment Day. And whatever option the poster you like good, for example, I really like this image, so I can click on this image and I will insert this image. So here I have inserted, and I can give a image title, or I can give a question, or I can simply write down the heading World Environment Day 2022. So this is what I have added. And now I want to add a question related to this image. So I can add a section here, or I can simply add a question below this particular image. And I will add one question related to this image. Observe the image and suggest a title for an upcoming school event. So this is a kind of creative skill question I can give to my students, and I can make it short answer, and I can also make it a required one. So if you want, you want to allot some points, it is okay, or otherwise you have to go to the default setting and you have to change the question setting to giving the points manually, because you will be reading the question answers once and then only you will be able to allot the points. Similarly, if I want to add one question related to the video, I can again use the option which is given here, add video. And add video, I can add a video related to save environment, or if I want children to know about the SDG 13, which is climate action, which is very much related to the Environment Day. So I can insert, watch this video or understand goal number 13, any video, all the videos which are available in the YouTube have come here. You can watch it here in the thumbnail and then you can select the video, and the video will get inserted in the Google form. Children do not have to go to separately to YouTube to watch it. They can watch the video inside the Google form without any advertisements. The entire video is going to run, and you can insert the question, and you can insert the poll or quiz related to the, or survey related to the video that you have inserted. So here I am giving the title SDG 13 video based question. I can give the heading also here, and you can add a question based on this. After watching the video, what values do you think are essential for the young generation? So here I have given the question, open-ended question, which the students are going to answer. I can make it as a paragraph type question. And after reading the answers, you can allot the 2 points manually. So this is how your entire quiz will be created. Now, after adding all the questions, here you can see the total points of the quiz are also being reflected. And here in the second option, I can see there is a customized theme. So I can also make this quiz a beautiful one. Like we decorate our worksheets and we make some flowers, or we want to give a very, very catchy work to our students so that they get attracted towards it. So I can also make it digitally. My Google form, my quiz can also be a decorated one. So I have chosen this color palette which says customize the theme of my Google form. Don't want to give a dull form to my students or participants. So here I have an option of adding a header image on the top. So I can choose image. There are many images related to different themes like work and school, then illustrations, birthdays, food and dining, party, just for kids, wedding, if I'm creating a wedding invite, night outs, sports and games, travel, others. So right now we are doing World Environment Day, and there is a beautiful one GIF I can see here with a butterfly. So I am choosing this one and I will click on insert. So this image has been added to my Google form. Here you can see as a heading. And also I have some theme colors for the background of my Google form. I can make it orange. So here you can see this bar color has changed. I can also choose this pastel colors, green color. I like this orange. This is matching with my butterfly. So this is really looking very, very appealing and attractive. So now this Google form quiz is ready to be conducted by the students. And let us see if now my Certifime is working. Because if Certifime controls are not working, I will not be able to auto generate the certificates. This is one thing we need to learn. Right now, I think there is some issue with my Certifime app or with my the system. Let us go to add-ons again and choose Certifime. Right now it is showing installed. So if I uninstall this app and let me try installing again, and let us see if it works. So I am choosing Certifime and I'm clicking on install. Continue. It is asking for my Gmail ID. I have to allow it to access, and now it is saying it has been installed. So let me refresh it. Yes, now it is showing the controls. So once I click on certify, it the first option I will get is show controls. So I have to click on show control option. And as I click on show control option, it will show this control panel over here on the right hand side. And here the first option is saying certification is off right now. So I have to turn it on. For this quiz, I have to turn it on. And as I turn it on, here the option has become certification is on, or certification is on, fill out your exam to test your certificate. The next is the certificate records. So as I click on certificate records, here all my certificate records are going to be added. The full name of the participant will be gathered, some identifiers will be gathered, so this we will require later to see. Now it is asking me to whom I want to give the certificate. Do I want to give certificate to all the participants, or I need to set some percentage that if participant is getting 10% marks, 20% marks, 30%, 40 or 100%, you can choose the. So right now I'm choosing 0% because this is a very generalized quiz. And here, just to try on, I'm deleting right now two questions because these questions are the subjective questions which the Google will not be able to answer or reply back right now, because I have to do the manual collection of the answers here. So right now I am just using the questions which are multiple choice questions to test whether my participants will get the certificates or not. So I have only kept multiple choice question. I have marked the answer, and I am passing percentage. Let us try 20-30%. 20% I am keeping. So here are some templates which are available. You can change the template also. So right now, if I click here, there are some templates which are available. I can change the template which is already set by default. I can email the template also to me as a sample. There are some advanced settings also I can do. So as I click on advanced, it is saying loading the advanced settings. So advanced settings will open and I can choose some more options in the certifying. And there is a quota which is saying 99 emails are remaining. So in one day, you will be able to give certificates to almost 99 to 100 people. One is your sample, and the other 99 samples are there which will be mailed to the people. So in one day, 100 certificates can be easily created. So right now, let us go to Google Slides and let us create a certificate sample. We want to add a certificate for our participants, but right now we don't have a certificate. So, and we do not want to use the template which is available in the certifying. We want to create something good. So let us go to a blank slide, Google slide, and you will create your certificate here. So I am giving the title as certificate. And please remember, whenever you are creating a certificate and you want to use it in Certifying, it should always be one single slide only. It should not have multiple slides. So right now I want to create a certificate. So these are some templates which I can use. Or if you don't want to use these templates and you want some certificate template to be available to make your work easy, what I suggest is you go to Google and you type here certificate templates. So If you will type here certificate templates for Google Slides and you go to images, you will see some certificates are already created by various websites. And you can choose these certificates to be added as your Google Slides. So let us use this one. This looks quite good. This is a certificate sample by slidesgo.com. And here I can download this template as a Google slide. So I will choose this option, Google Slide, and it is giving me an option to make a copy of this. I will make a copy of this document, class awards certificates. This is the name. And here I get all the certificates with me. So this is a certificate sample showing so many certificates template they have, lot of certificates. I can choose any one out of this. For example, I like this one, or maybe this one is also good, this one is also good, but these are more maths, related to maths. This one is looking good, so I can choose this certificate also. Even this is good. Plant is also there, so I can choose this certificate also. So any certificate, for example, I like this one, so I will copy this. And on this single slide where I wanted to design a certificate, I will paste it. So this template, this certificate template is ready now. Certificate, this certificate is proudly presented to. So here I need to do some kind of coding. So coding in the sense, in the Google form, we have to just put those questions which we have used as a tag. The first question where I want people to add their full name. So I will use this full name as my first tag. Here I want, so we have to use this curly, you can say curly brackets. And inside the curly brackets, I have to add this tag of full name. I have to put this double curly bracket because this is the coding which the certify am required. The name of the person will appear here in these tags. And here I want the school name to be there. So let me see what was my first second question. Yes, it was school name. So here in the certificate also, school name is mentioned, but I need to put these two double curly tags which act as the coding for the Certify app to identify that what is the name of the school or what kind of input the device is being asking for. So I have to add this school name. So here signatures are required, so I can put signature, my signatures, because I am giving this certificate to all of you. Or I can simply write the name of our organization, GG Delhi, GG Ghaziabad. We can write this GG Ghaziabad, and here I can write the other organization with which we are partnering, GG Surat, because both these organizations are giving you the certificate, and I can also add their logo over here. So let me see, I have the images. So this is the image I have. I can use it here, GG Ghaziabad, and I can resize it. Either I can put it here or on the top. So it depends on me where I want to place it. So right now I am placing it here. Similarly, I can place the GG Surat image also here. If I have it, let me check. I want to check if I have that image also. Insert image. So right now in my system, it's not there. So I can just simply replace this by date, on which date you have done this. So I am putting this date on the above the line as insert text box. So here I will again use this curly brackets and I will mention date and then curly brackets, two curly brackets. So the date will appear over here. So now this is my certificate which I have created. And here I want to add something related to World Environment Day. So I can go to the insert image option. I can add insert images, search the web. So here I can search the web for World Environment Day. So I will get some pictures. I can add this picture on the certificate. I can add logos, pictures. So all these things can be added to this certificate. I can also add a text and I can mention over here World Environment Day quiz, and I can just change the font of this. I can change the size. I can make it centrally aligned. I can also change the color if I want to give it green color or maybe blue color. So this is the way I can beautify my certificate and make it ready. Once my certificate is ready, then I will go to my quiz controls, my certifying controls, and here I can click on change template because I want to change the template of my certificate which is being given. So here you can choose to upload your own template. It is taking some time. Right now, due to I think internet issue, it is taking some time. So but you click on change template, you will get an option of uploading your own certificate. So you can upload your own certificate over there. Let us try if it works. And here is the certificate records. So first identifier, the full name is going to be tabbed of the person, other identifier and other identifier too. So in the certificate also I can add this word other identifier instead of school name. So it will take school name as other identifier. So let me copy and paste this word only here. Other identifier will be taken by the system. So I will add here other identifier. And here, if you want to add some more identifier, that can be added as other identifier too. And date will be taken as a default. So here I can make date as the other identifier. So here I have added the date. So now let us see if this change template option is working or not right now. It is taking too long. So let me try with the default option only because right now it is not giving me the option of changing the template due to slow internet. But once you click on change template, you will be able to upload your Google Slide certificate as we have created, or you can use the default template which is available in Certify. And this first link which you see here, which is saying link to exam. So once I click here, so this my exam has opened up for me to submit. Let me try. If I want to So I will use some other email ID because I have created this on my own. So I want to choose another email ID, not with the ID I have created this quiz, but I can do it on with the same ID also, no problem. Here I will give my Sumedha Sodi my full name. Here I will write my school name, and I will answer the quiz. World Environment Day is celebrated on 5th June. Only one planet. Then Abhay Kumar, Earth Anthem, who started the World UN General Assembly, and I will submit. So here, once I have submit the form, it will give me a message. Thank you for your submission. And if you passed, you will receive a printable certificate shortly. So this is the message your participants or your students will be able to see. And you can also view your score. So here I am able to view my score. So since it is a quiz which I have given as a default question, so it has taken school name as also a default question. So that is why it is giving me 0 marks over here. So this previewing your quiz give you the idea what wrong you have done in the quiz. So once you go to your quiz, you know that school name is not any question. So you will, what you can do, you can delete this question, or you can add another question, or you can change this question. So here, what I need to delete this question because this is not any question which needs to be marked. And I have to go to my settings. And here I have given default question point. So I will make it, right now I will make it 0. And in my questions, I will add the weightage of my points. If I will do go to answer key, here I will do manually, I will choose the point. So for first name, I don't want any points, so it will be 0. I will add another question, which is my school name. Here also, I don't want any answer, this marks to be given. So it is 0 points only. In this question, I want 2 points to be given. So it is 2 points. It is fine. In this question, again, I want 2 points. It is also fine. Here also, I have 2 points. I need 2 points here. I need 2 points here. I need 2 points here. So in the school name or full name, I don't want any points to be given. So it is 0 and 0. And here again, let us try if I can open this change template option, which is not loading. So let me check if I am able to get any certificate or not because I have already done the quiz. So let me just try with the ID which I have used. Did I get any certificate or not? So yes, I have got one certificate. Let me see if it is worked perfectly fine or not. So it has given me a certificate. This is the default certificate which has been given by Certifying because I was not able to upload the template which I have created. So it is the set default certificate I have got. This certificate declares that Sumedha Sodhi has completed the quiz with passing certificate score of 83%. The date is also reflecting here, and my certificate ID is also created by the Certifying. So this is the auto created certificate which is here. And if all of you would like to also try, I can give the link of this particular exam to all of you in the chat. And you can also try doing this quiz and get a auto created certificate for yourself. So I will copy this link, and here in the chat, I am giving the link to all of you to try out this quiz. Please try out doing this quiz and write in the chat box if you have got the certificate immediately within 5 minutes in your inbox with the ID you are doing the quiz. You will be able to get the certificate. If you don't want to create the certificate, don't create. Certify will give the automatic certificate using this template option. The templates are available here. If you click on change template, there are many templates which are available, but right now due to my internet problem, the software is not working fine. It is not opening up the page. As you click on change template, you can choose multiple templates given by Certifying, or you can upload your own certificate like we have created here, with your school logo, your company logo, name of your company, your signatures, everything you can add. You can also add your signatures. Just do your signatures on some copy, a blank page, click picture of that as an image, download that image into your system by emailing it or WhatsApp it on WhatsApp web. You can download that image, remove the background of that image. There are so many background removing softwares. Remove background or Canva can be used, and insert that signatures as an image and put above your name. So multiple options can be used, and then you can easily create your own certificate and your own certified quizzes. So this is how you will be able to see how many people have responded to your quiz. So I can see here Tarang Chaudhary has already participated in the quiz from Mothers International, then Deepika Sharma from Silver Line Prestige School. So you will be able to see all the responses here in your quiz. You can use this open spreadsheet option, and you will be able to download the entire data of the quiz as a form of a Google Sheet. You will be able to see the marks received by your students, the score, the full name of your participant, mother's name, or the school name, the participant's name, then the answers which they have given to that particular quiz. Everything, the data will be available for you. You can share this data with anyone. You can download this data. You can make a copy, download, email, share, make collaborators. So this is simply a wonderful tool which will help you, which will ease out your assessments, your quizzes, your survey, your polls, and much more. Similarly, if you will see the certifying controls, so certificates have already been mailed to these people: Tarang Chaudhary, Miss Deepika Sharma, then Miss T. Prithima, Miss Sheetal. They have already received the certificates in their email ID, whatever email ID they have used to complete the quiz. So this is very, very simple tool that how you can create your quiz, your assessments using Google Forms, and then how you can certify it. So let me see the comments and see how many people have got their certificates. Please write it in the chat box if you have received the certificates or no. If you have any questions, you can please post your questions also. And please remember to fill in the feedback form. The feedback form link has been shared in the chat box. Your feedback is very, very important. Your feedback gives us a lot of insights about what better we can do to serve you better, and what more sessions we can plan for all of you to make it an interesting one. So Tarang Chaudhary is writing that he has got the certificate. Thank you, Tarang, and thank you for joining all the sessions. Tarang, always you are there in our sessions. This gives us a lot of motivation, and this gives us a lot of boost that you look forward to these learning experiences and session. I request all of you to kindly give your feedback and get the attendance certificate for participating in today's webinar. The link is already shared in the chat. Bhavi is also writing she has got the certificate for the quiz, the World Environment Quiz. Also get the certificate for participating in this webinar today. And thank you so much for joining us on World Environment Day and learning how you can protect your environment and go paperless in doing your quizzes, making your survey, and also you can give certificates to your students, participants, without having any kind of resources. Like you don't have to invest too much money and give to the printer and get it printed, and you do not have to invest in lot of advertisement. You can generate your with your own creativity, with your own resources, and you can save trees and hence save environment. So on this behalf, thank you so much for joining us for today's session, and we are really thankful. And I, from the core of our heart, from my entire team, Miss Mukta and Miss Panna, who are founders of GEG Ghaziabad and GEG Surat, we thank you, all of you, for joining us. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.